favorite risers, and there were no shortage of options. I think for me, I'm going to go with Chase Linton, the edge rusher out of Atlanta. I know you and I kind of had some conversations. Hey, maybe this guy could finish with a 5th star next to his name. I am a huge fan of this kid. He finishes inside the top 50, one of the best pass rushers in the country. Super raw kid, a shade under 6'4", 215 pounds, was committed to Rutgers. He's got 36-inch arms, 6'7" wingspan, explosive kid, as we've seen with the triple jump as well. I love the metrics. The metrics are great. But what we've seen, the jump from the junior to the senior season, a kid that you would categorize as raw, what do you want to see? You want to see an uptick in the play speed. You want to see an uptick in the ability to read and react. And his awareness from what we've seen from just a year ago, he's taken a big leap there. I love me some Chase Linton, raw developmental upside guy. We'll see where he ends up. Georgia, Rutgers, Georgia Tech, the top 3 hats on the table for him, Drew. This is a guy that I think 2 or 3 years from now we could be looking back on and be very, very thankful that we had him ranked where we had him.
I love that one, Cooper. You think some more schools are going to get involved now they see where he's ranked?
Might be too late, but yes, probably.
I'm going to go with the quarterback here, right? We talked about the signal callers, the big 3 at the top, Husan Longstreet. How about this kid, Malik Washington, that's committed to Maryland? As we went through the senior seasons of all these top 247 talents, Malik Washington, he's another one where he is seeing the field at a completely different level. Just like with Bryce Underwood, he's also a exceptional athlete that can beat defenses with his legs, but I think it's him as a passer. He's improved his completion percentage. He's cut down on the interceptions. The other thing, Cooper, is he has Archbishop Spalding off to an 8-0 start. He's thrown 15 touchdowns. He's ran for 5 more. 6'4", 215 pounds, 4.65 in the 40-yard dash. Cooper, this kid won a dunk contest this time last year. He won a dunk contest. He's an exceptional athlete. I'm surprised he's committed to Maryland and other schools have not come after him. I think for Mike Locksley, this is your quarterback of the future. This is a potential difference maker. You want to get over the hump in the Big Ten. You want to take down some of these top teams. Malik Washington is the answer. So I'm fired up about him. Another guy we're going to get in the All-American Bowl and someone that I think could challenge to move even higher up when it comes to our quarterback rankings.
First non-quarterback off the board, non-5-star quarterback off the board, I should say. And that means a lot, right? Because we've heard so much about Deuce Knight, Matt Zollers throughout the process. This was a guy behind the scenes that I think there was a lot of confidence in terms of his projection, the way that he's playing as a senior. And Drew, you mentioned the dynamic athlete as well. I think that's important to mention when you talk about Malik Washington, his best football ahead of him. I'm going to go with Braden Jacobs here, my second pick, Drew, the big tackle committed to Clemson. I thought this was another guy that we're going to have to watch closely here down the stretch. You talk about a 6'7" frame, a guy that's got excellent reach as well with 36+ inch arms, give or take 11-inch hands, big old paws. He's at Milton now, a transfer from Buford. And this is a guy that obviously has the bloodlines as well, but he is a smooth mover for his size, and he is a power scheme type of player. This is the type of offensive lineman you typically see in Athens, and it shouldn't shock you that Matt Luke at Clemson was able to reel in a guy like Brayden Jacobs. I love this kid. I love it for Clemson because they love playing these type of players early. They have to depend on the freshmen if they're not going to use the portal. I'm okay with that if you're going to go out and you're going to backfill guys like Brayden Jacobs on your offensive line. So I'm super excited about this kid, what he is now. I think he's one of the more day one ready tackles in the class and what he's going to be 3 years from now as well.
I haven't even told you this. I was at his first game of his junior season when he was at Buford, second game of his senior season when he was at Milton, and every time kind of in the warm-ups, that's where your eyes go, right? That's where they gravitate towards when you're going through your notes, right, trying to do the body type thing. It's like, whoa, who's this dude? Oh, it's Brayden Jacobs, who's committed to Clemson to be an offensive tackle. I love that pick, Coop. My second riser that I want to highlight, how about Jaden Woods, the edge rusher commit for Penn State? I think this is another Abdul Carter. And if you watch Jaden Woods, what he has put on tape here as a senior, and compare it to what Abdul Carter did when he was a senior in high school, it's near identical, right? Both of them off-ball linebackers that are going to rush from a 2-point stance on the ball at the next level. Jaden Woods, 180 in the discus, 97 explosion score, according to our friends at Next Gen Prospects. Father played quarterback at Kansas State. I just love what he's able to do. Gabe Brooks on our scouting team had a chance to see him play last week on the road in Kansas. Noted that, hey, Jaden Woods kind of playing out of position as this, Mike linebacker, kind of struggling to find his run fits. Well, they finally let Jaden Woods rush in the fourth quarter. What was the result? It was a sack. I think Penn State getting another good one in Jaden Woods.
Yeah, super explosive kid. Really excited about him. Just outside of the second round there, ranked as the number 75 player in the country. Guys, for all the updated rankings at 24/7 Sports in this 2025 class, make sure to subscribe to 247sports.com. Like I said earlier, wall-to-wall team coverage, recruiting rankings, both high school, transfer portal alike. Place to be, especially on rankings days like today.